Hello, I'm Charlie from Bruce Rossmeyer, Daytona Harley-Davidson. I'd like to talk to you today about the new 2014 Ultra Limited Rushmore project. We have with us a 2014 in Amber Whiskey and Black, Ultra Limited. I want to tell you a little bit about the changes we have this year. We're going to start off with the front end. The front end, we came with a smaller fender, gives it a little more sporty, stylish look. Go down to a new wheel, spoke wheel design with the contrast chrome. Went to a heavier fork tubes, down tubes. They're 46 millimeter, giving you much more stability and rigidity for your handling. Went to a complete new floating rotor, as well as a reflex braking system. And the reflex braking system, basically in essence, when you apply one brake, whether it be the front, rear, or both, over 25 mile an hour, it equally distributes the braking throughout the motorcycle to cause much better handling at high speeds. High intensity Daymaker lights across the board on the front of all the touring models. A big change you'll see in the fairing is the new ventilation system Harley-Davidson has added to the fairing, as well as the contour curves for aerodynamics, with the ventilation system completely eliminating the buffing you feel in the driver-passenger area, which allows Harley to drop to a lower windshield for a more comfortable ride. Let's move up to the motor compartment. One of the biggest changes that we've made, and you would never tell from looking, this is a liquid-cooled engine. We have two radiators placed within the lowers of the motorcycle. The liquid cool cools the heads and the exhaust valves of the motorcycle. It is thermostatically controlled. The water will run through the top of the heads, back down to the thermostat. If the water's up to temperature, it'll then go into the water pump, which circulates it through the two radiators and keeps the circulation going, allowing the motor to run much cooler and keeping your performance and horsepower at optimal. Speaking of performance and horsepower, we've added a high output ventilation system. Air intake is a high output intake with a larger set of cams equivalent to about a 255 cam, giving us about 6% more horsepower, which in layman's term, in fifth and sixth gear roll on, you're gaining about 90 feet per second on acceleration. For the passenger's comfort, we've made a lot of changes this year. Dropped down the saddlebag guards, dropped them down and moved them back to give the passenger much more leg room. Speaking of leg room, we moved the tour pack back 4 inches, widened it by 2 inches, made the seat 1.5 inches by inch wider, so it just gives the passenger an extreme amount of comfort, as well as adding a complete backrest in the lower to just give the passenger the ideal couch feel in the back. The basic Harley bags, as we all know, are kind of a little troublesome to get open. Now we've did a one-hand opening system on all of them across the board, so if you got your hands full with luggage, raincoat, jacket, all you need to do is reach down with one hand, open the bag, and you're off. The same way with the tour pack. Simple one-hand opening with a nice retractable cord. No more wire to fool with. One-hand operation. Real simple. Talk about the tour pack on the new Rushmore project. The tour pack actually has a slimmer and sleeker design, making it appear smaller when in all actuality it's larger than the old tour pack and the big box, pizza box style tour pack. Even though the tour pack appears smaller in size, you can still fit 2 full-face helmets within the rear compartment of the tour pack. We added LED lighting, integrated it, did away with the large turn signals. Now the turn signals and brake lights are integrated in the tour pack lighting. All right, let's move on up to the front of the motorcycle, the driver's area. First thing I want to point out is on the fuel cap area, we've added a simple push button open fuel tank. No longer do we have to fumble for our keys to get the fuel cap open. We simply just use the push button, open it up, and there we are. Another neat feature, hydraulic clutch across the board on all the touring models. Better wear, better clutch control altogether. The only touring model that does not come with this is the Road King. We've completely reconfigured the controls on the hand controls. We've added your speedometer, tripometer button on a trigger finger with your left-hand trigger, easier for the driver to access. Your cruise control is no longer located on the right side, it's located on your left side. So instead of having to twist your hand and try to locate the cruise control, you can simply reach over with your left hand, touch the cruise control, and you're off. Got the cruise control set. Added your flashlights, all your controls for the new infotainment center. Your dash is consisted as 10% larger than the stock dash on the 2013s and before. We've eliminated the ambient air temperature and the oil pressure gauge off of the dash. However, we have included it on the 6.5 infotainment center, which I'll get to in just a second. As you also notice up here with the airflow ventilation system, a common question asked, if we get into a lot of air or rain, how do we eliminate that? It's simple, just one touch of a button, the ventilation system's cut off, eliminating any air that you might get into there or water. Now for the exciting part that Harley-Davidson has added this year, the new 6.5 boom audio infotainment center. 6.5 inches of resolution. It is voice recognition, Bluetooth capable, touchscreen, as well as can be controlled from the dash. We've added inside the compartment for your iPod and USB, so you can do all your downloads or plug in any of your music you might want to that way. 6.5 touchscreen resolution, voice recognition, boom audio infotainment center. We've increased the volume level by 25%, lowered the distortion level to 1%. The stereo system itself with the speakers and amps are the same on the 6.5 and the 4.3 systems. We can operate this infotainment center in 3 different ways. 1, I can simply use the touch screen. 2, I can use the home buttons, the joystick buttons located on the left and right toggle switches, which are new added to this model. We have our FM, AM, FM weather band operation, still has a CB radio. We also have the voice control, Bluetooth, real easy to control. You take to home, find where you want to go, navigation, your map. There we have it, a complete GPS system, take you anywhere you need to go. All operated, like I said, either by joysticks, touchscreen, or voice activated. We plug up the voice activated, you can drive down the road, give commands to play a certain song, answer your telephone, take you anywhere you want to go, and never have to take your eyes off the radio. When we eliminated the ambient air and oil pressure gauge off of the dash, we made sure we added an infotainment center, so with just a push of the information button, you have your air temperature and oil pressure right there for the driver's access. Again, my name's Charlie, sales associate here at Rossmeyer, Daytona Harley-Davidson. Come on down, let me do a one-on-one with you and show you this new Rushmore Ultra Limited. Thank you.